yeah, it's got the one guy. Maniacal laugh.
That was deadly. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, J. Rob.
Do you know what time it is?
I absolutely know what time it is.
This big contraption here. Don't take my face.
It's time for Jerry and J. Rob Cover It All.
That's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got my glasses on my head. I haven't put on my scene glasses yet. Bear with me. We're doing a terrible job. Hey,
Which pair of eyes are you
clean
using
those
today?
for me. Nope. Let's keep it going. Let's keep this boat running. All right. All right. We have no guest today. We ought to be able to do better than this, Jerry. Can you get yourself together, please?
I'm just losing it over here. I'm sorry.
All right. So look, for the last 10 minutes, we've been singing Muppet songs and doing outtakes of Muppets.
Yeah.
And I got to
Yeah,
say,
maybe we should share some of that on the episode.
we have quite a bit of Muppetry
Yeah.
talent. If there was ever such a thing. What people can you cover? What Muppets can you do?
I can watch the Muppets.
You can't do any voices?
No, voices are not my thing. I'm not good at voices.
All right.
Do the
Okay.
roar.
Huh?
Do the roar.
All right.
Okay, it's time to get serious, J.
We're
Rob.
getting serious. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Sorry. Outtakes over with. All right, what are we talking about today?
Well, since it's been a while since it's just been you and I, and I really do enjoy our guests.
I do too.
I think they have a lot to bring, and very encouraging, very inspiring, and overcoming. But I do think it's nice for us to catch up a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah.
So how are things in your world?
They are going mostly okay.
Yeah.
Mostly good.
Mostly.
Mostly good.
Okay.
I'm fixing to sell some horses. But other than that, life is pretty good.
How many horses?
At least 2.
Oh. Because I heard you have a lot of horses that you could sell in one shot.
You can't sell those one at a time, though.
Okay.
They come as a collective package, and they are not for sale.
Oh. What? we're talking, of course, about Justin's Viper.
Well, speaking of Vipers, we had the Run to the River Viper excursion a couple of weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. I'll do that. My old man came down, and we drove around the hill country with a bunch of other people and had a really good time. Nice weather.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Sounds like fun.
It was fun. Couldn't go very fast because there was a lot of cars in the line. But other than that, it was a lot of fun.
Now, these horses that you're talking about selling, you wouldn't want to be getting rid of those because one of them threw your wife and caused quite a bit of pain and suffering.
Yeah, not just because she threw my wife. It's because first off, she's okay, so don't be hating on me yet. Because I incurred a ambulatory bill of being transported to a local hospital to have some procedures done to check on her. She's in good shape, so don't worry about her too much. And then prior to that, it was 2 or 3 very expensive, like holiday weekend vet visits. That always makes you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Sure.
So yeah, they're not on my friendly side right now, at all. I'm not sure what else I can say about that, but that's what I got. But I do want to tell you about some stuff that we have upcoming.
Okay.
Some very important stuff, all kidding, joking stuff aside, and they are as follows. Hang on here. We've got to get some Facebook Live going.
You ready?
Yeah, hit it. Hit it.
Give it 2, 1.
Action.
Okay.
Action. All right. Now we're dual video, podcast, YouTube, triple
Things.
Facebook Live
Triple
stuff
threat
all at
match
once.
here.
So, what I was getting to is October 22nd from 10 to 2.
Okay.
We are having an event at South Star Bank, Crystal Falls in Leander, Texas. At that event, we are going to be doing a fundraiser for Hurricane Ian victims. We have collaborated with my good friend Jonathan Moss with his fishing services, and he is the main title person on the Captain's Log fishing show there in Florida. So we've teamed up with him to try to deliver a handful of things that they are in desperate need of down there. I'm sure that the news cycle is probably kind of trying to phase out of this, and the attention's being lost a little bit and
Right.
moving to other things. But there's still a lot of need down there. Some of the things they're in need of are batteries, cell phone chargers, the solar kind, gasoline, generators, feminine products. There's a whole list of stuff, and I'll add it to this podcast later on. But we are trying to collect those things from now up until that final fundraiser event. And at the fundraiser event, I anticipate that we'll have a lot of cool stuff out there. South Central Texas Vipers Association is supposed to bring a bunch of cars out, so hopefully those guys will be out there in full force, and we should have probably some other entertainment and some food and some things like that. But what we need from you is help. We need help with donations. We need help with materials and things of that nature. There is a Venmo code on my Facebook page that you can copy, and that's a way you can financially donate, or you can drop items off that I mentioned earlier at a few different locations. One of them is the South Star Bank there on Crystal Falls. You can drop things off prior to that 22nd fundraiser, and you can do that also at Friday's Girls with Melissa Walsh. She has an office there on Baghdad Road. I forget what the numbers are, but it's also on my Facebook. And you can drop stuff off with Katie Hanner at Thrive Realty, which is also listed in that Facebook post. So that's what we're working towards. Very important. I'm excited to be a part of it, but we definitely want to get some things done and help as many people as possible.
Yeah, so the good thing about these fundraiser events that we're doing is, a lot of times when you give or when you donate, you don't know exactly how much of what you're giving or donating is going to the actual need.
Correct.
And how it's getting there. But we actually have boots on the ground who know what the needs are and able to distribute that, and 100% of what's given is going to be distributed to some need there. And so,
That's correct. Every single dollar will go towards this effort. Nobody's skimming off the top. It's not going to a charity group where a CEO is going to collect a bunch of it.
Right.
This is people donating their time, money, gas, energy, and their own funds to make it happen. So anything you donate is tax deductible. Through that Venmo code, it goes directly to a 501c3 organization where you can print out your little receipt there. And then if we have enough material things, we will physically take it down there ourselves and drive it all the way to Florida. If it's not a whole lot of physical stuff and more money, we will figure out ways to order what they need and have it shipped to them. We've got some people that live close by that we can ship to their address, and they can get it handed out appropriately, where once again we know where it's going and we don't have to be concerned about somebody taking a little bit off the top or losing stuff anyway.
Right.
So yeah, we've got that. Also this Wednesday, which is really important as well, we have a blood drive. We have a blood drive at the VFW there in Leander. I will include the address later on with this as well, but we have a blood drive that we are trying to get several people to come help and donate, and have several local businesses there in Leander that are putting that together, and I think it's going to be a great turnout.
So do you have to know your blood type when you go to donate, or do they figure that out?
I think they figure all that out. And
for you? Okay.
They do a little test run and take some stuff out of you.
Because
And
I don't know what my blood type is.
yeah, it's thick, I think.
Probably. More gravy than anything.
Oh, come on now. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, well, so our topic today is asking for help. Is that right?
Yeah, everybody needs help. sometimes. And of course, we're talking about a group of people who have recently been through a very traumatic, very difficult circumstance that are in need of assistance. And so we're happy to be in a place in life where we can try to help provide that. But when we talk about needing help, everybody at some point in their lives needs help.
Right.
And I have found, at least for me, one of my difficulties is not necessarily recognizing that I need help. It's asking for help. Or accepting it when it's offered.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's one of the struggles that I work with. My family is normally going through a lot, but here recently it's just been kind of a little much with my wife having eye surgery, and we're raising our granddaughter now.
Right.
And my work schedule has been a little more than I would like it to be, and so it's just all kind of been a lot, and I have had several people reach out and offer to help in some way. I had a dear friend came by the other day to the house and helped fold some laundry and kind of just visit with my wife, and that was an encouraging. Your wife comes by and visits with my wife, plays with the baby a little bit, so
right.
That's always helpful. But just a reminder today that it is absolutely okay to ask for help when you need it.
That's true. And we started this whole session you asking me about what I had going on. We didn't even talk about yours. I got selfish in the moment there, and
not at all.
I got tied up with horses, and my OODA loop was off. So you've had a lot of issues going on lately, mainly health-wise, and asking for help. That's something you struggle with.
It is.
It's something I struggle with.
It's partially because I have been so used to being the one providing the help, being that leader that kind of takes everything on their shoulders,
right.
and is there to reach out and to help others. And so I have a reluctance to admit, by the way, let me say this, being in need of help does not mean that you are in a place of weakness. Everybody needs help sometimes.
Right.
So don't put a negative connotation toward being in a place where you need help. But that has been something that has been my struggle. I take everything on much more than I need to. I handle it much longer than I probably should, and not always in healthy ways. So yeah.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. Because we are dealing with egos, right? We're
right.
dealing with our own ideals of what we are and what we represent. And when we show up and we ask for help, we feel about ourselves that we are weak, that we don't have the answers, that we can't handle the situation that we're in, and that we're less of a person because we can't. So, absolutely, that is a struggle, especially for a lot of guys, to be too proud to ask for help. And then, even when we mention a concern or a need or something, we don't accept the help. Or it's offered and we still don't accept it, right?
Yeah. You can probably attest to how many times you have offered to do something for me, and I said, no, we're good, we're fine.
It's a lot.
And honestly, I could probably make you a list, and I'm just not going to do it.
That's right. So you got to start doing it. Are we talking to you today? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe this is what I need to hear today for sure. But
I think you're right, and I think that I'm just as guilty as anybody else, and that is a common issue to just try to take everything on yourself, try to deal with everything yourself. We don't want to air out our laundry to anybody else. We don't want to. We also don't want to put a burden on anybody else.
Well, and that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's mainly my thought process is I don't want to burden other people, because I do know that everybody's struggling, everybody's having a hard time.
Right.
Everybody's time is consumed with something. Everyone's, or at least in my own mind, I think that everyone's energy level is probably about where mine is, and we're just all barely making it and getting through. And so the thought of saying, hey man, I need you to add to your plate to help me is not in my it's not in my purview. I don't do
It's
that.
tough.
So yeah,
That's definitely a tough one.
for sure.
Well, it's something we definitely have to work on, and we have to consciously think about it. Natural reaction. You ask me if I need any help. No, I got it. I will go out there and fall off a ladder and die before I say yes. Come help me, and take up part of your time and your day and your resources.
And what the folks don't know is that's literal.
that is quite
Yeah.
literal. 5 nails in the hands, buddy. You probably could have prevented all of it, but but I didn't ask you to come out for it.
Oh man, laying it all at my feet.
Yeah,
now.
I'm just, I didn't ask, so it's my fault. I'll take it. But yeah, that's, how do you fix that? How do you do that?
Well, I think it's very important, as we have mentioned in previous episodes, just to be kind of situationally aware, understanding where you're at and being honest with yourself about where you're at. Because a lot of times we have a tendency to think better of ourselves than probably reality would dictate. Thinking that we're stronger than we are and have more resources than we do. And again, it all goes back to, like you said a moment ago, it goes back to a lot of times ego and not wanting to burden someone else with the things that we're going through. But just being able to have an honest assessment, an honest self-assessment, to go, look, I've come as far as I can. I've carried this as much as I can carry it, and I have to keep going, right? And that's the thing. We all face circumstances and situations that are difficult to bear, and yet what is the alternative? It's not like we can just sit down and quit. And I don't want to sit down and quit, right? So we have to keep going, and sometimes being able to keep going means allowing someone else to come alongside of you to help carry that load and carry that burden. But I would say an honest self-assessment is a great start to coming to the place where we realize, hey, I need help.
Right.
And then having that group of people that we talk about, in your life, that are there, that care about you. Those relationships that we build. We build them in order to help others, but also those people in your life, they want to help too. They want to help you. They want to show their care and concern and affection for you. And a lot of times we rob people of a blessing by not allowing them to do that.
Just fixing to say that. Sometimes you need to let somebody help you because it's for them, not you.
Right.
They need to do it for you because of other reasons, not just because you're trying to prevent them from spending time that they may not have extra on you or
Right.
resources or whatever it is. So sometimes people need to help you, and if they can help you, let them help you.
Right.
I know it's easy for me to say coming from the stool here, but I've experienced that in life multiple times where we have needed help, and I did not want to take it. And it took a solid conversation from somebody I trust to say, hey, quit being stupid, take the help, and quit messing with people. Just take the help. It's
Yeah.
not a big thing
Right.
for them, and you need it. Don't be so high and mighty that you can't accept help from somebody. I did that.
I think everybody does that on some level. But again, at some point, we are all going to come to the place where we've hit the end of our strength, of our energy, of our resources, of our mental and emotional ability to deal with certain circumstances. And we need somebody to come alongside of us to help us get through and persevere. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about persevering and continuing and overcoming. We talk a lot about that on the show. Overcoming obstacles, overcoming circumstances, and having victory in our lives. And sometimes that includes being able to say, "I need help."
It's true.
And then taking that help, like you said, so not only for our sakes, but for the sake of those that are willing to help and lend a hand.
Right. No, I think you're 100% correct. And with that said, that's why we hang out with the people that we hang out with. Is in fact, I'm giving another shout out to Leander Leaders, great group of business people,
Great
entrepreneurs,
group of people.
and the kind of people that I hang out with, the kind of people that I want to be around, because I trust that any one of those individuals can come to me and tell me, "Hey, you suck in this area," and it's something that's not. It's not a derogatory thing. It's,
Right.
it's because they have true concern to see you improve.
Sure.
They have true concern to see you move out of that situation into something more positive, or just make yourself better than what you already are. Because that's our endeavor
Right.
daily, right? Be better than we were yesterday. Do better than we did yesterday. Always striving to be better. That we're not going to be in the same spot, the same complacency, the same ordinary day to day, 8 to 5, whatever it is. We're moving forward. We're doing something better all the time, and that is something I absolutely love about this group, and hanging out with you as well.
Well, I do what I can, sir.
Well, you do a great job. You do a great job. I'm still waiting on some of those Muppet voiceovers, but
I'll have to work on it.
you work on it, let me know.
Yeah.
We'll do it on the next one.
Maybe I can, do some Disney princess songs or something. Cocomelon.
You want to say, oh,
It's Cocomelon. Do 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 do.
you know, I'm proud to say I've never seen a Cocomelon
Yeah.
or a Kardashian show.
Well, I've never seen a Kardashian show. I have no desire to. But the grandbaby likes Cocomelon, so.
I get it. It happens.
And she's doing well, by the way.
Yep.
She had her heart surgery.
She did.
And she's 8 months and doing fantastic. She got up on her knees yesterday, and it looked like
Thinking about it.
she was going to move forward.
Uh-huh.
When she picked up her hand to move forward, she kind of does a somersault.
Yeah,
and,
I've seen it. I've seen that before.
and rolled over, and then just laid there like, ah. But she's doing
dumb.
great.
It's real dumb. Yeah. Oh, how about your wife? So she also just had surgery this past week, and she's got another one coming up.
Yeah, she had a major eye surgery. She went in for a regular checkup, and they told her she had a couple of holes and a partially detached retina.
That's not good news.
And
Just going in for
the
a
only
checkup.
thing that we can attribute it to is her underlying health issues. But they went in and put a silicone band around her eye to hold everything in place. And also what it does is it kind of forces the fluid out from where it's not supposed to be in the eye. And so when she went back for her checkup, they went, "Oh, we see 3 more holes. You're going to have to come in and have laser surgery."
That's awesome.
So she's not real thrilled about that.
Such is the life of Jerry, though,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's always something.
But he doesn't ask for help.
It's
I'm going to force him to ask for help this week. All right.
Yeah.
So she's doing okay. She's improving, but she's got to have another surgery. Thank God she went in and had a regular checkup, because otherwise she would have been blind probably in the near future.
Yeah, and it was something that she had put off. She was supposed to have the appointment about the time that everything happened where we came into custody of our granddaughter.
Wow.
And so she had to cancel that appointment and put it off. And he said, "Well, I'm glad you didn't put it off any longer, because you could be permanently blind if this worsens or if it becomes completely detached." So
Okay.
glad we went in and got it fixed up.
Absolutely. Okay, so coming up, we got a couple of guest speakers the next couple of weeks. They're going to be really good ones. I think you're going to enjoy them. Got some good stories in there, along with some other needs of the community that'll be coming with those guest speakers. And then, once again, just a reminder, 10/22/22, South Star Bank, Leander, 10-2. See all those numbers run together?
Yep.
That was almost on purpose. And we'll have that fundraiser, donate to those victims, and we have our blood draw this Wednesday at the VFW in Leander. I'll get you that information and some other for the final thing. Oh, also, what church do you Baptist? Are you a preacher at?
Oh, Main Street Baptist Church in Burnett, Texas.
Always looking for, what church do you Baptist? I need help. Can you help me? So, you kind of Baptisting it, right? I don't know. We're losing words here. Coffee's running low. Okay, so Main Street Baptist Church, Burnett, Texas. Love to have you here. Come visit us.
Yep.
Come say hi. And we have a big chili cook-off next
Sunday. Yep.
next Sunday,
So it'd be October the 16th.
October 16th. Very good.
I think it's the 16th.
I hope it is.
I don't always know what day I'm on. So
Yeah. Yeah, we're busy people. It happens.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great week. Thanks for listening to us and our bantering and silliness. And I hope it's been a blessing to you in some form or fashion.
Yeah, and let me say this, don't be afraid to ask for help. If there's something that J. Rob and I can do for you, please reach out, let us know. Even if it's just a word of encouragement or sharing a prayer with you, we'd love to do that. And try to help someone else. Somebody's always in need of help. And if this show has been a help and a blessing to you, please share it with somebody so that we can try to reach as many people as we can with a positive message and try to make the world a little better place.
Doing our best. Take care.
Have a good one.